Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Monday, the 24th of June 2024. So crude pops, gold drops, crypto flops as Nvidia suffers worst week in 12 months. So much for the $3 trillion company that's obviously been subject to profit taking during last week. Markets chop on quad witching and flash PMI, which of course was released on Friday as well. Economic news for today, we've only got FOMC member Waller speaking, and that's at 8 a.m, so he must be on tour. It's an unusual time for the US. And then 9 a.m, German business info, climate business, that is, not the usual climate net zero nonsense. So yeah, that's the only thing we've got. And for the rest of the week, we haven't got anything major at all, apart from Bailey on Thursday, who's speaking. But other than that, there's no major CPI, NFP, FOMC or anything like that. Right, let's have a look at these choppy markets from Friday, and we'll kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow, as you can see, very quiet day on Friday. We are heading into the summer holes as well, of course. So that's going to make a difference going forward as well. Where are we? Mid-June now, gone past the longest day, so heading into those sort of school holes next month, and then just through the summer. I'm sure it's going to kick off this autumn, particularly with the US election, whether Biden's going to be in any fit state to actually be there and come up with some excuse to probably cancel the election to stop Trump from getting in, but who knows. But anyway, back to the markets. The prices are sideways there during Friday. And you can see just trading up to Thursday's high. That high, of course, now is transferred over to today. And a bit of a shakeout overnight there down to the what's going to be the close. And then it's not the close, it's the low of Friday. And the market there just moving up slightly. Given there's no news and it's fairly quiet and the flash news is out of the way now, there's a good chance the market moving back to the upside. Quick look at the DAX, and in the German DAX also sideways, struggling with Thursday's high there. Overnight the market is sideways to higher. 30-minute chart, you can see very narrow range, just over 100 points during Friday. Overnight again we've got this bit of a slam down to the 200 MA and the psychological level there of 18,150. It's a blue line, so it ends in 50. Market sideways, needs to get above the DP and the close, and also the two averages there. But the 200 MA certainly supporting the market, which we can see there in the 30-minute time frame. In the S&P 500, the new all-time highs have stopped at the moment. Friday down sideways, obviously if Nvidia was down. Also down overnight at the moment, below the 5-bar moving average as well for this market, but hasn't taken out Friday's low yet. Look at this in more detail. We came close to it overnight. Again, I don't know what this shakeout is overnight, but obviously something spooked the markets. But look how choppy the market was during the quad witching on Friday. You can also see how the 200 MA also became a resistance for this market during Friday as well. So any chance of getting back up to the high is also going to meet with the 200 MA there. In the FT100, big move on Friday, well, say big move, more volatility and to the downside than the other markets. So if you're an option seller, it wasn't too bad on Monday because they dropped the price, especially if you were selling calls, of course, not puts. And then the market sideways overnight after a bit of a bounce after the quad witching, and then down at the 200 MA, which we're currently below. The low to the left there down at 8187, where the market could find a bit of support. US dollar was up on Friday, which you can see there, which obviously puts pressure on the metals. So let's have a look at how they were once again slammed during Friday's session. So I was quite surprised actually to see silver slammed as much, which shouldn't be really, should I, after 30 years of it. And the market slammed down on Friday afternoon. Everything was fine prior to this. The market was holding quite nicely. And then they used the PMI data to move the market to the downside. It's Friday. They like to slam it down on a Friday. It seems to be a new pattern, doesn't it? So there you can see prices trying to come back up off Friday's low there for silver. Gold, exactly the same, slammed down as well. No selling, just a lower volume than the previous day, just seize the opportunity to sell the paper market to bring down the physical market. And there you can see the low and the close once more in place, which the market needs to stay above in order to move higher. The gold-silver ratio, this moving higher during Friday. Overnight, this is moving slightly lower because silver's making a bit of a recovery there. And the silver price in Shanghai has been set at 33.59. The UK on Friday at noon was set at 30.44. That's a 10% difference between those two prices. So again, it shows you the suppression in the West of the silver price by using the futures contract when this is the physical price in Shanghai. Right, let's have a quick look at Friday's trades and see what happened. And in the pre-market session, you can see that the market was sideways and then had a bit of a break to the downside, and then we kicked off in the cash market, continuing to move down, but then bouncing back to the upside. 200 MA getting in the way initially, and then we get into the news where we had a potential buy signal following the first flash news. Then that failed, and then we had another move to the downside just before the news. So that was it as well for Friday because of the choppiness of the market. There were no other signals, and then the market just trading in a range, being picked up by the DP resistance at the 200 MA, and then waiting for more news there at 9:30 for the whole of the Eurozone, and then just stuck in a range and then trying to bounce back. As you can see there through the mid-morning, just range bound. Then we had the US flash news out at 3 p.m. or 3 p.m. And then prices moving up on this, as you can see there, all the way up towards the DP, and going into the 4 to 4:30 close there. So a bit of a rally up there on the US flash news, and the German DAX following it there in the afternoon. Quick look at overnight, and prices really stuck in a range at the moment. We just compress the chart so you can see that we're at the DP, the close, and the 200 MA. A lot of resistance to the upside. If this is taken out, there's a good chance we'll get up towards Friday's high there. If not, then we're looking down at the low and the S1 there. Both of these levels, the high has got a psychological level before, and the low has also got a psychological level, and the S1 before it hits the low. So there are three areas there of support as well. Okay, that will do it for this one. Like I say, expect the markets to start becoming quietish unless there's something of a geopolitical nature, because we're heading into what is officially the summer now. Okay, that's it. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.